Chris.
James.
I'm Chun.
So I'm Gabby. I'm one of the teachers in the Cert 3 class.
I'm Frank. Hi. I'm Gabby's partner as far as teaching the class is concerned.
It's a real mix of songs because some people will be really strong songwriters and, you know, we can work on those things, but as we try to facilitate everything. So if you're in Certificate 3 and you've never played an instrument before, there are obviously certain pieces that Frank and I would choose that are more suited to people at different levels. So it's a real, I'm going to throw a word out, it's a real democracy when we're choosing songs.
We sometimes get someone to sing who's never sang before, and then someone to play, say, some drums who has never experienced playing drums, and while they're learning the song, everyone's working on their strengths as well as getting their weaknesses eliminated and up and running and turning them into strengths.
I think music has been in my family, in my father's side, ever since I was a little rug rat, but I didn't really develop an interest for music. I had an interest growing up in school, but I think really 18 was the turning point. I wanted to learn to play guitar, and that was the first step, I suppose. And after learning how to play guitar, I taught myself how to play the bass and the ukulele, the keys, and a bit of drums.
I actually don't play any instruments. I start here to learn some drum and bass. I always sing by my own, never professionally, so I start here. I used to do a dance school before, but music is more my passion than dance, so I do it because it's my passion. I think it's important to do something you like.
So I started singing very early. I've always sung. Picked up drums when I was 7. Bass guitar about 28 years ago, I think, something like that. Play harmonica and a little bit of flute.
When my family buy me the first guitar and I come here, I like music.
I did ask about getting like a didgeridoo, some clapsticks. We do have clapsticks and that, but to incorporate them in our songs, I think it would be fitting, I suppose.
That's more of an organic process, I think.
Yeah.
There's no 6 months of any certificate is the same. It depends on who's enrolled, and it's kind of, that's a real organic thing as to how that's shared within a group and how much is wanted to be given within the group. Unfortunately, you're right, we don't have a very good didgeridoo here. It's awful.
We've got more like a didgeridoo.
Often I think too, when we talk about how within the class we bring like a cultural element, you're talking about how we incorporate that. There's a lot of protocol with even just Indigenous music, who can play what, from where, all those kind of things. So often it's more the stories that come through that we bring into song. So that's kind of how we share it musically. Not so much do we play the traditional instruments or do we do that. It's storytellers like Chris, who writes amazing songs that brings his experience to life within a non-Aboriginal people and students, colleagues, that kind of stuff, which is for me probably the most amazing thing about being here. You know.
We have sung repertoire and language in the past quite often, and that spread throughout the other courses in the college too, not just the music students. So it depends on what group is around at the time.
You want to come and do music now, don't you?
I do.
We will see in the future what's going to happen for us. We build the future now, so yes.